Just wanted to show you how to calculate the mean and the standard deviation of a probability distribution. We have a probability distribution that we had worked with previously, and we had calculated the mean and standard deviation manually. So we used the formula taking the sum of the xi's times p of xi's, and we have this product here, our x and our p of x for our different values, and that adds up to 0.15. So that was our mean. And then we found the standard deviation by taking x squared times p of x for those values and then summing them up, and we get 0.33, and then we subtract off mu squared, and we got this value. So again, we just want to verify how we would do this on the calculator. So I start with a clear screen, and I want to get into the statistics, so I hit Stat, and I want to fill up my lists with information. So I'm going to hit number 1, Edit, and it's already on that, so all I have to do is enter. And that gives me some lists, but unfortunately there's some garbage in list 1, so I want to get rid of it. So I'm going to go up, so I use this up arrow to get to L1. And if I want to clear out the whole list, I will hit Clear, and then I have to hit Enter. And that will give me a clean list to start with. So we have these random variables, 0, 1, 2, and 3, and I'll type those in. So that's my first column, and then for my probabilities, I have the values. I have 0.92, and then 0.03 corresponds to the value of where x is 1, and then I have 0.03 and 0.02. So now I just want to know what calculations to do, and I will go back to Stat. And this time, instead of editing, I want to do a calculation, so I'll hit Calc. And I'm going to do some calculations using one variable statistics, so I'll hit Enter. Now, this particular model of calculator is pretty smart, and even though it's one variable statistics, it perceived that there were 2 columns, and so it put the list in L1, the list of the random variable options, but then for the probabilities, it put under frequency list L2. So I don't really have to do anything else except calculate, so I'm going to go down to Calculate, and then I'm going to hit Enter. And it does these calculations for me, and what I see here is so the x bar is 0.15, and that's what my mean is. We call it mu because in the problem that we did it was a population, but here they call it x bar. And then we have our standard deviation, which is our 0.5545, and that is the value that we got when we took the square root of the variance. If you wanted to find variance, you would just copy that value, 0.554526, how many digits you want, and square that, and then you would get sigma squared. As I mentioned, there are other models of calculators that have very slightly different keystrokes, so I'm going to try to find a video that will show you for those other models. But this is for the TI-84 Plus C Silver Edition, and I know that many of the library calculators do not have a C in them, so again, I will try to find a way for you to get the keystrokes on that.